G'day YouTubers, I got out for another overnighter. When I started planning the trip about a week before, I had it in mind that I'd head up to the north end of Moreton, maybe around Bulwar, Cowan, fish that area at the night time, and in the morning maybe head out to Hutchie's. As it got closer to the time, I realised that I wasn't going to get away as early as I'd planned. I'd be pushing it to get up there, catch some bait and get settled on anchor before dark. It was sort of a last minute change of plans. I decided I'd stick to Harries or West Peel, and when I launched I started off at West Peel, did a good look around there, a bit of a troll through, had a look on the sounder. There was quite a few fish there but no bait, so I headed up to Harries to see if I could catch some bait and hopefully some other fish up there. There was plenty of bait up at Harries and I did get a couple to bring back, but didn't paint any fish. I had a good look around but didn't paint any decent fish up there. So I decided all in all that West Peel was the place to be for the night and headed back down there. Now the weather was absolutely incredible. The bay was totally glassed out, the wind was down well below 5 knots, dropped to 0 sometimes. It was just amazing. So let's start by rolling the clip of getting some bait up at Harries with a sabiki rod. I just got the sabiki out fishing for a little bit of bait. So far I've got one slimy and a couple of Davy squire that had to be thrown back, which didn't thrill me to death. Just need a little bit of bait sorted out for tonight. Oh dear, and something I lose my sabiki again. Oh, something gave. Certainly haven't got that sinker. I got one hook back and this little leg, which will have to go back. There you go, fourth fish for the day. There's plenty of bait there as I said, but it was all over the structure and I lost 3 sabiki rigs trying to get some bait. I ended up with just 2 slimies because everything else I pulled up was small squire and had to be thrown back, of course. By the time I got back to West Peel and had a bit of a sound around to find out where I wanted to anchor up for the night, the sun was already going down, so I was a little bit late getting established for the night's fishing. The sounding around I did to find out where I wanted to anchor had proved that the fish that were there before had largely moved off. There was still a little bit of sign, but not as much. But I did want some live bait, so I'd still make the same call again. Anyway, it was a beautiful sunset. I could sit back and enjoy that and get a line in case any fish decided to swim past. I'm not sure if this is going to come out on the video or not, but I'm going to try because it's quite beautiful. The water is glassy smooth, there's barely a ripple in it, and all the lights from the shore. That's the Port of Brisbane up there. That's Cleveland up there. Geez, I hope this water comes out. It is just so glassy. Oh, shark. Woohoo! There you go. I caught a squid on a squid. And he's going to be live bait. I'll throw him in the live bait tank for a minute and get sorted for him. Now I've hooked a shark during the night, and poor bugger's gotten himself hooked up in weeds and looks like he's drowned. He's floating back on the surface when I started to wind him in. I thought it was just the weeds, but then he came in amongst the weeds. Alright, let's see if we can get him off. Oh geez, he certainly swallowed it. Holy jeez. That was a live squid bait, so he's seen that and thought I'll have a bit of that. But I'll be cutting that line rather than try to get them out, I think. Yeah, way too far down to bother with. Right, now better see about doing some fishing this morning. Well, there's sun up. I didn't manage to get the dawn. I was a bit busy at dawn untangling fishing lines and then catching some fish. But beautiful sun up, and dawn was just as beautiful, if a bit busy. Not quite as glassy as yesterday, but it's still calm. Beautiful. Bit of fog around, can't see the port of Brisbane. Yeah, beautiful day. Beautiful. Hey, got something. I think this might be a fish. Instead of a... yeah, I think it is. Bit of head shake going on there. Yes, not bad one either. There we go. Oh, he's a nice one. Right, there's my pliers to get that hook out. There's something to... oh dear! How big's he? 51. 51, that's not too bad. There we go.
Copy that.
Beautiful fish. 51 centimetres. Pretty happy with that to take home. In the straight on ice. Another one, just a little baby. You'll have to go back. It's not big enough to keep. You open your mouth, it'll be easier. There we go. We got it. How big is he? He's 25. Back he goes. Another one. This one's on the other line. Not as much head shake going on here though. Shark again, yep. Okay.
Oh, bastard. Oh, for all my effort, that last wriggle of his broke my line, so lost my hook, got to redo it all. I knew I had something on, I suspected a shark, but it's one of the bloody grinner. That's a big grinner. That is one big grinner. Oh, mate, you are going to be crab bait. Don't know if you'll be happy to know it, but that's what's going to happen. Oh, where are you? Hold still for a second.
I had one nice pan-sized snapper and the signs of the fish on the depth sounder had dried up, so had the bite. So I decided that I'd have one trip through the artificial reef, and if I hadn't picked up anything by the end of that, I'd head off and check the crab pots. I had 4 of them in, and I wanted to work them for a few hours to see if I could find out where all the big bucks had gone, because I'd only been pulling up small bucks and jennies recently. That video's already been uploaded, it's in the previous episode. I did pretty well with the crabs, got the one big snapper home, so it was a good outing. Thanks for taking the time to watch it. Until next time, good fishing.